Hello. Hi. Thanks for joining this meeting. Given all the work we're doing, this will be a short session just to recap about some of the things we focused on. So I have proposed two topics here, and Francesco is gonna talk about end-to-end testing for CMPGI plugins. So I want to highlight the work that Jonathan and Nicolo helped me with. Basically, there are a couple of patches that are important for Postgres that are being discussed in the current commit fest of Postgres that might impact Kubernetes and CloudNativePG. One is the huge page, a patch about huge pages, and another one is a larger patch that is about extensions. Okay, so what we did was with Nicolo and Jonathan was to refocus the Postgres trunk containers project so that we can actually, if you fork the project, you can actually build a container image using any PostgreSQL source that is publicly accessible, and a branch or a specific commit fest patch. So for example, if you want to go here, you click run workflow, you select the commit fest and the idea of the patch, and like for example this one, 494937, and basically the pipeline starts compiling this patch, and you get in your registry here the patch that you can use. So all I'm doing now is essentially I have created a cluster on EKS to test the huge page patch, and then hopefully Nicolo will help me and we will review the Postgres patch for this. So I think this is important because we're trying now to go in the direction of enabling Postgres experts to join Kubernetes. Phase one was to bring Postgres to Kubernetes with our operators. So we wanted to make easy for everyone that knows Kubernetes to install Postgres. And I think we've done a great job with that. And now I think with phase two, we're now trying to get the Postgres community, our dear Postgres community, on board with us. And this is another initiative that goes in that direction. So that's what I wanted to show. The other one is, just to go, now that we released 124, I wanted to go through some of these features that, with EDB, now we've got the commitment from EDB to do this job. And precisely, there are, I would say, two major streams. One is 3, 4, and 5, and one is this one. Okay, so the work that currently I think mostly Armando and Leonardo are doing is to extract all the code that's for Barman Cloud from the operator. So the operator will not have all the code for, basically Barman Cloud will not be part of the operator anymore, and the operator will not support any specific backup technology except volume snapshots. And but at the same time, Barman Cloud will be the first official plugin that complies with CMPGI, and that will be part of the distribution. Okay, and also we will keep supporting the previous API with the Barman object store. So this is a massive work that involves not only refactoring the operator's code, but also creating the first supported plugin, which also means validating any plugin that can be written by third parties. Okay, and that's, I think, the topic Francesco will talk about later. And then the other stream will be this one. So we will provide support for 4 new CRDs. So the database one, which will bring also publication and subscription. So essentially what we will have will be to have declarative support for logical replication in the operator, and enable also to migrate from any database in the world, any Postgres 10 plus database in the world, using logical replication. And number 3 is about providing the role CRD to manage roles. So it's basically this will leave, until we will have API 2 with the current managed role stanza that we have. So it's probably exclusively if you pick roles, you will probably cannot use stanzas and the role stanza and vice versa. There's also work that Leonardo is doing on the volume group snapshot. I don't know if you know, but Leonardo is leading the work in Kubernetes for that, and he recently wrote a patch that will move volume group snapshot from alpha to beta, hopefully in 132, Kubernetes 132. And then we have Postgres 17 support, but for that we're waiting for the release candidate and the official release. Any questions here? I don't know if the people involved want to speak, that's fine. Otherwise, we can move to the next topic.
Just a question around the version of Postgres, CloudNativePG. So the plan was to create a new minor version instead of passing to the version 2.0, right? Even if the huge rework on the refactoring and creating the CloudNativePG interface.
Yeah, in terms of interface, we will not change anything. Okay, so we'll see how it will be done. So this is all happening right now. As I said, it's a big effort, but it will it's in the direction of simplifying the code base of the operator. Okay, and maybe, as I said, Francesco will talk about what's also necessary now, okay, in terms of testing and so on. But the idea for now is not to touch. I think we have one shot when version 2 will be out, okay? And I think we're still learning how we want to define and declare a Postgres cluster. And I think that until we have completed, for example, foreign data wrappers are missing, extensions are missing. I think until we have clear how we want to implement these things, I don't think it makes sense for us to do version 2 now, and then maybe have to do version 3 immediately after,
Okay,
so
makes sense.
That's at least, and I don't know if other maintainers want to add something, but I think that's the rationale behind this. Okay. Francesco, up to you.
Yeah, okay. So this is more question or open discussion. Then yeah, we're doing this because what we want to do is to allow plugin developers to make sure they haven't broken anything in the standard cloud native Postgres behavior. So what we want to achieve is, having a standard suite, which could be the one that we actually have in cloud native Postgres, bar anything specific. Let's say if we are moving barman away, we won't have there at some point tests that require barman. But we need to find a way to distribute it and making sure that people can easily use it to test whatever plugin they are writing with, let's say, releases, so released version of CMPG, or any Git ref that we are building images from. So we would probably need our, and here I'm sort of thinking out loud, some way to distribute a way to install the operator, a way to have, let's say, the plugin running, a way to have the test suite.
Yeah.
So
That maybe it's not, dependent on GitHub necessarily. Maybe even, something more standard.
no, I was thinking like a few minutes ago, actually, of maybe we could release it in a container,
Yeah.
or so that everyone can, I don't know, run, let's say, the environment binary that's set up the thing, and then apply the manifest, and maybe have the chance to mount some directory containing their own deployments, like the plugin ones, and finally running the tests. So, and something like that could be built whenever we have a patch. So we could have a test that actually is able to run as what is in a specific version of CMPG. Because I was toying in my mind about having a separated, let's say, certification library, but I don't really want the tests to live in a different directory, in a different repo of than CMPG, because also CMPG will have to test itself, and otherwise people will have to propose two patches, one in the main project and one in the test
exactly.
project.
And
So
it breaks our assumption that tests are part of a
exactly.
patch.
Yeah. So, but this, I think we need a larger discussion. But again, right now, this is mostly a discussion of a goal that we have. Because again, if we want to open to people, community writing plugins, we'll need to give them a way to make sure they don't break anything, and
they can add their own tests.
To have their own tests. And that's mostly it.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, that's something that, I think you maybe in the next developer meeting, maybe we'll have already something new to discuss, but I think it's good you bringing this up. Okay. Anything else, Francesco?
No.
Okay. Any questions for Francesco? Okay. Any, last chance for everyone to speak, talk about something.
Nope.
Okay. Thanks for joining.
See you.
Add yourself to